Christopher Wentworth, Christopher Wentworth. I was a 19 Delta Cavalry Scout. I was a combat MOS. November 10th, 2014.
You seem like you remember that day.
1:23 and 33 seconds. It definitely put things in a different perspective.
That's
I don't even really know how to explain it fully, but it makes you view the world in different eyes. So going from not knowing and not seeing things to seeing more things than you ever want to see and knowing things that you didn't know was going on. Mental health wise, for me personally, I had a bit of trouble for a while. No, I don't think so. Good Lord. Let's say like 5 or 6. It was always me trying to step up to something better that I never got, so I found something else that had more opportunities to it. Job-wise, none of it. Extra courses and classes and training, maybe 15-20%. But to be honest, I've done everything from stuff at Walmart to leader type stuff, so like team leads. It could be at fast food restaurants. I've literally gone everywhere. I've gone to plants, other security companies, maybe something a little bigger and a company size, and just no phone calls, no nothing. Or I get immediate turn downs for not being pre-qualified or already qualified or have the background they want. It's just, they're looking for X amount of years of this or training or something like that equivalent to it, which I have more of, but they never specify exactly what I don't have.
Shelby Wentworth, SHELBY WENTWORTH. My experience being married to him has been wonderful. It's been wonderful seeing him happy with how far he has come along. Some days he has hard days because he does still worry, with jobs, because it's not guaranteed each day to have a job. And being a family, having 4 kids, it's rough. I've seen him face for a promotion that he was very qualified for. And at first, they wanted to give it to someone else. But they changed their mind and eventually did give it to him. When we're out and about, out there in the civilian life, people will see his veteran hat that he wears, and they'll come up to him, thank him for his service. But to him, he'll say thank you, but to him deep down, it's not about them coming up to say thanks, because he doesn't want that proudness on him. He looks at it like he is just a normal person.
say for the last year, at least 100. I've literally went from as low as Walmart front cashier register kind of thing to different oil field positions that my experience and background in the military worked well with. I still don't get different plant jobs, different levels of security, different types of security, and then it's everything you can think of I've applied for pretty much. Oh God, 10 years?
10 years.
10 years. Project manager with a private security company. It's tough to say because there are a lot of people that are pretty qualified, but I think, and I hate using it, but going back to my military background, I spent a lot of time in leadership roles, from leading small teams to platoon-size elements to helping run an entire troop under the supervision of first sergeants and commanders, and all the way up to brigade level, working directly for brigade leadership. So it's pretty broad what I can do. To be honest, it's not even me. I've got friends and family that tell me, hey, it's there, just wait. It sucks, but I know eventually it'll happen. It's just when, it's always the when, and I hate not knowing when.
On the good days, it's happiness, going out as a family, hanging out with friends that we love, and just being one big family with everybody. The bad days are, I can tell he still battles with his PTSD. And he's always going to battle with that from the things that he did get put through. But being his wife, you just got to be there for him and tell him it's going to be okay. You're safe. I sometimes think they probably think the worst of them because of what, especially the ones that went to Iraq and Afghanistan, and they know how bad that was. They probably look at them thinking that they had severe PTSD, where they could have like a moment on the work and they could possibly overlook them. But our veterans need this. They need a secure job to keep them afloat.
It's actually pretty difficult to say. A lot of what I've done in the military, about 90% of it just didn't translate. It's law enforcement and private security sector, so that's pretty much where I left. The only thing that I took from that was a lot of the training from our medics, which I did some different medical field stuff, but since never been good with testing and college stuff, I wasn't able to pursue that further.
Sometimes there are veterans that will go out and look for a job and they'll just keep getting turned down, and eventually it will end up leading them to be homeless.
We've had to get to where I'm currently at. I had to put in a lot of hours, a lot of time away from home. So it was almost like I was back in the service, and they weren't happy, but they supported my decision so I could get to where I'm at, so I'm home more. Managerial. Something in managerial type thing. Just instead of kind of sitting at the lower level management, maybe more of a mid to higher level management. what I'd be actually ultimately excited for.
Security, police work.
What kind of job within those fields do you think?
I think he would do great at SWAT.
If make sure your job translates well into the civilian world. If it doesn't, try to reclass. I don't even know how to answer that. I think I don't know how to answer it because I haven't received any callbacks other than the company I'm currently working for. That's the first one in 2 years, a little over 2 years now. Pretty much take care of myself and my family. Something that pays decent, pays well, helps with 401ks. Most of your ones that do 401ks put some kind of match and incentive in there.
Be patient with them. Be there for them. Take each day by each day. That they should give them a chance.
Prepare. Always prepare. I would always say if I could go back and do it again, I wouldn't change anything about it, but at the same time I would. I think I would pick more of a job that's translated well into the civilian role. That made it easier for people to see, like, oh, okay, he's got what we're looking for, even though it was in the military, versus, oh, well, this dude only did combat arms style stuff. And it kind of, it seems like it steers everyone away from those kinds of personnel. So I would say keep at it, work hard, and if you can, not adjust, but maybe rethink what you want to do in the military so it translates better. I haven't given up. If something pops up, I'll go for it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I wouldn't say it's necessarily a failure. I think it's just one more hurdle. To find that job I can retire at and make and just retire. Just be happy, be content with what I'm doing, and not have to keep looking for the next best thing.